just wanted to talk for a few minutes and let you guys know what's been going on and how you can get more money from your store. That's what we all want, is to make more money. A lot of guys say the store won't pay it, you can't get the money from the stores, and blah 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 blah. You guys have probably heard me talking for about 6 months now, how I have been working on getting a price list together to give to the stores and so forth. Well, I want to tell you exactly what I did, the whole process I took, and everything like that. Excuse me, I'm going to get this set here where I can sit down and talk to you guys. I want to tell you the process I took, how it worked out, and did I get the store to give me more money. First off, you guys, again, it's been about 6 months since I've been working on this. You might say, well, daggum, why does it take 6 months to create a price list? Write your prices down and turn them into the store. It's a little bit more involved than that if you want to do it the right way and make sure that when you do raise your prices, you're getting enough money, or you're raising your rates for no reason, okay? If you're still going to be struggling, why even do it? So check this out. 6 months ago, I started monitoring how long it took me to do each individual task, okay? How long it takes me to tack strip a bedroom, how long it takes me to tear carpet out of a bedroom, how long does it take me to do a couple stairs, how long does it take me to move furniture out of a room, okay? So for 6 months, I've been keeping up with all of that, jotting it down, keeping up with it mentally, seeing how much money I spent on materials that go into each individual job, okay? I use Tri-Tac on my jobs now, $55 a box, and that's half of the amount of tack strip that's in a regular box. So a regular traditional, 120-yard house, that's $100 in tack strip, okay? You have to get paid for that, or you're gonna, you're just working yourself to death and you're not making any money. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there for the past 3 years. So take a note of all that stuff. Get your finances written down on paper so you can visually see it, okay? I figured out all that stuff. This is December. I've had a whole year's worth of income coming in, and how much. And about 6 months since I've started on this, that I've been able to reflect on, just like I said, how much I've been bringing in per job, how long is it taking me, how much money is going into those jobs. That way I can see exactly how much it costs me to do each individual task and how much money I need to make per year, per job, per yard, per task, quarter round installation, vinyl installation, vinyl plank, carpet, each individual thing. I know exactly how much I need to make off of those products now. That way, when I did turn my price list into the store, I turned it in with a mindset, this is what I have to have, okay? I left very little room for negotiation, and I mean very little room, and that was only on certain things. Most of the things I was firm on. I had to stay right there, or else I was just going to have to do other things, okay? I had it figured out to the T what I need on everything in order to run a successful business and actually make a good living again, okay? I figured out how much, again, I had a whole year's worth of income that I was basing this on, and how much my monthly bills was to live on every single month. And when I figured out how much I actually was making and how much my bills were, I was actually coming in $1,500 short every month for what my bills were. If it was not for my online store and my YouTube channel, I would be completely negative all the time. That's the only thing that's kept me afloat this whole year. I'm not exaggerating on that. Now, I don't make a ton of money by no means on YouTube, nor my store. And my store does okay, actually, but I don't make a ton of money on YouTube, but if it wasn't for those two things, I would be done for. I would not have survived this last year if it wasn't for that. Uh, Again, $1,500 per month less than what my monthly bills are that I have to have just to survive. So that was a huge eye opener. I suggest you guys to do that. Get your finances out on paper, how much it takes me to live, and then see what you're making every month. Now, don't do it on just a month-to-month basis. Do it over the year. That way you can average everything out and get a good visual, a good understanding of how much money you need to make. Again, this has been a 6-month process, writing out and getting this all lined up and all figured up for my price list. I finally turned it in to the carpet store the other day, and you better believe I was scared. I didn't want to have that conversation. We human beings, we get comfortable. We don't want to make a change. We don't want to grind anybody's gears or rub shoulders with them the wrong way or anything like that. We want things to go smoothly. So anytime you have to have that conversation, it's not comfortable. We dread it. I actually put it off longer than I should have because of that. I just had to get myself absolutely fed up with it so I could get enough courage to go and have this talk with the store owner. I don't like to do that. I'm sure you guys don't either. It kind of, I don't know, it's just not a comfortable situation. I don't like it myself. I avoided it as long as I could, and I got to where I had to do it, okay? So anyways, I took 6 months of information to get to the point where I felt comfortable with what I had written down. I started out with a certain amount, and every little bit, every time I would do something else, I would raise that price up a little bit more. The next time I would do it, I'd be like, oh, well, this time it took a little bit longer to do it because of this circumstance right here. So the price went up a little bit more. Starting from 6 months ago, I changed my prices. Now, not to the store. This is just me working on my own price list to give to the store. So I had those prices set, and every time I would do a task and got a good understanding of it, I would jot it down. I would put it on my list there. Okay, this took 2 hours. I need to make a couple $100 for that. So the next time it might take 3 hours because of a certain situation. So I had to go up again. What happens if they disagree with your prices? Well, if they disagree with your prices, then you're going to have to say, well, okay, then only put me on certain jobs. This was my mindset, okay? If you cannot have me on every job, you know, obviously you're not going to get what you want on every single job. You cannot go out there and expect to get $11 a yard working on rental property or trailers, apartments, and stuff like that. So I won't be doing them because he's not going to pay me $11 a yard to come out here and work on somebody's rental property. I guarantee it. I will only be doing the nice higher end clients, people, you know, pattern goods, people that don't mind that they want to spend that money to make sure they get a quality job. All this has, you guys been hearing me talk about this for a long time. All this has been conveying and coming about for, golly, a couple of years now. So it's not something that happened overnight. And again, I went into that conversation with the mindset that, you know what, I may have to suffer for a few months, but if I don't even get any work from the store, I'll have to suffer for a couple months and start scrounging for myself, okay? And whipping up my own jobs, I'll have to start all over from scratch, going job hunting, looking for a store, or start selling my own jobs one at a time and working my way back up. I told my wife, I was like, look, March 1st, that's when I told the store owner we was going to put these prices in effect, because he's already got like 3 months of work out there, okay? I'm not going to be a jerk and say, okay, these prices are going to start right now. And he's already got work up until February, already bid and ready to go. So I told him, March 1st, we'll set these prices in effect. But again, I went into that conversation with the mindset I may not get any work from him whatsoever. I told my wife, I was like, March 1st, we're probably going to have a slow couple months this spring because I'm certain that the guy's not going to want to pay me these prices. And I'm going to have to start fending for myself. My wife is like, well, just make sure we're stocked up on everything. You know, we were prepared for it. We got plenty of food to last us, plenty of stuff that we need just to take care of ourselves, you know. Which my wife is real good about staying stocked up on everything like that. But she just said, well, make sure we get stocked up on everything really good. I even told the guy that works for me, I was like, Luke, we're probably going to have a slow spring because when I turn this in, he's not going to want to pay me these prices that I want. So I was prepared for it mentally. I had my family prepared for it. I had the guy that's working for me prepared for it. And again, we had 3 months. 3 months. This is December, January, February, March 1st. So this is like the 6th. So 3 months notice I gave to my wife. I gave to the guy that's working for me. And I gave to the carpet store. We have 3 months and we need to be making these prices. Or we may be having a slow time. I gave everybody 3 months to prepare and get ready for this. That way it wasn't bam, cut and dry, hit everybody hardcore. Oh crap, we ain't got no work now. He ain't paying my prices, or anything like that. We're all mentally prepared for it, okay? So, with that being said, I got kind of a little bit off track there. That went a little bit too far. But anyway, I did have the talk with him yesterday. I was like, that's when I found out I asked him, I said, how long, how much work do you got planned for us? He's like, well, I got you scheduled out for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks now. I was like, okay, well, let me rephrase that. How much work have you already got bid? And he's like, February into January. I was like, okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I've got my price list done because I've been talking to him about it too, because things that I've been charging him for, he has not been charging the client for, and he's been coming out of pocket for it on certain things. Because I mean, some things that I've already went up on a little bit. Now, when I say a little bit, I mean from 75 cents to quarter round, I went up to $1 on quarter round just because I paint and stain it. And now that's already been gone. Like a while back I done that, but that still wasn't enough money. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I said, okay then, since you got work through February already bid, your clients already know, or you already got your clients' prices and stuff like that, we're going to start these. How's it going, buddy? We're going to start these price lists. We're going to put these prices in effect March 1st, okay? He goes, okay, well, go ahead and get me your price list as soon as you can. That way I can take a look at it and blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, I've got it with me right now. I was like, I wasn't wanting to give it to you right now because I was, honestly, I asked my wife a couple of days ago, I was like, I want to recite this with you. I want you to try to convince me, why should I pay you this much money? And I was going to go back at her, this is why you should pay me this much money, okay? I was actually going to have that conversation with my wife first, that way I could feel comfortable talking about it. A little bit of rehearsal, you might say. Again, we're human beings, okay? I don't know anybody that actually likes to have conversations like that, not knowing the outcome. It's terrifying, okay? Especially if you've already got the mindset, it's going to be this way, or I'm going to have to do something else for work. Now, I don't mean quit flooring, I mean go somewhere else and get work somewhere else or find my own jobs. I had that mindset, and I knew I was going to have that mindset, or else I would just get pushed over, and next year this time I would be making the same rates, maybe just a tiny bit higher, but still struggling, okay? We are a rare commodity. If you guys are out there doing quality work and your store needs you, you are a rare commodity. The industry needs you highly. The market will pay for it, I promise you, okay? Did you notice an install price change going to Tennessee from Arizona? I absolutely did. When I was in Arizona, I was doing excellent. I was making more money there than I've ever made in my life. I had a nice pile of money put back when I moved here. Every bit of that's gone. Uh, I'm late. This is getting a little personal now, but I'm late on all my bills now. Like I said, I'm $1,500 shy every month what I make per how much bills I have every month. And that's from working 4 or 5, 6 days a week, whichever I choose to do. A lot of time this year, I was only working 4 days a week, but still, I mean, if I can't even make my bills and working 4 days a week in my profession, what I do for a living, something's got to give, okay? So again, putting all that stuff in perspective, writing it down, getting the numbers together was a real eye-opener for me. When I seen that stuff, how much I was not making, it blew my mind. It really did. I was like, oh my goodness. My store and my YouTube channel has been what has kept us afloat all year long. It really did blow my mind. So I've not had much spending money. I've actually been, struggling all year. Let me read this comment here. I wanna talk with y'all as we're doing this. How many many of the stores in my town customers pays the installer after the job's done? That's awesome. Keeping the store and the sales guy out of it makes a big difference. It absolutely does. That's the way I was running in Tucson. The carpet store sewed the carpet, and the client would pay me for the job as soon as I was done with it. Real quick, could you guys give me a like? I would appreciate it. We got 28 people here. We only got 1 thumbs up. Can I get some feedback from you guys on that? It would definitely help out. My shop does mostly apartments. I'm their only residential installer. They only send me to the residential work. I barely make more than the hacks, but scared to put my foot down and ask for a raise. That's why I'm doing this. What percent did you raise? 100%, sometimes 200% on certain things. I doubled, and some things even went triple in my prices. I'm not exaggerating. If you guys want, like I said, he was paying 75 cents for quarter round. I went up to $1 some months back. I am now, as of March 1st, when these go in, it's now $1.75. So that's more than 100% from 75%. Carpet went from $9 a yard on woven goods to $18 a yard on woven goods. Woven seams went from $20 a linear foot to $40 a linear foot. So that's 100% turnover as well. You have to figure out all this stuff. Again, this has been a 6-month process of taking notes and seeing exactly what goes into each job to where I could come up with these numbers. My numbers are not going to be right for your numbers, okay? Everybody's going to have their own set of numbers. What I charge, you guys might not be able to make it on that. You guys may live like kings on what I'm charging. Who knows? I don't know how much you have to live good. That's why everybody needs to do their own numbers. Do exactly what I'm telling you guys I done here, okay? 6 months of observation and taking notes on how long it takes to do a job, how much money went into doing that job, okay? And how much am I paying my guys? So you guys have to do all that homework yourself. But when you do, that homework, you're going to have a really good understanding how much money you need to make, okay? And yeah, it is scary, Lucas. I promise you, it's scary. That's what I told you a while ago. I procrastinated. I should have had this conversation last year with him, but I hate the hacks can make just as much as us who do everything the right way. You're exactly right. Dang, you get paid per linear foot for seams only on woven goods because it's a different ball game. On woven goods and on natural fibers, I get paid per linear foot now, which regular carpet, no, I do not. But again, all that stuff it all costs money and it all takes time, okay? So we got to get compensated. I even started, got a hand sew. That's why you don't have to hand sew. Most everything you can use a Cool Glide on. Okay, woven and wool, yeah. But but you do have, I mean, there are ways, just your average, it's definitely not like a tufted action back. I guarantee you, it takes a lot more time and skill to do that. But you guys crunch your own numbers and see what you got to have. Like I said, my numbers are not going to be right for you, so you got to do your own homework. But stuff that I was not even charging for, I am now charging because I'm looking at the whole job in all, and I'm saying, well, looky here, it takes this long to do this. Have you ever thought of installing commercial as well? No, I'm really not a commercial guy. But anyway, I'm running around there. I'm like, okay, it takes this long to do this. I need to be making at least this much money for that long. So I'm going to divide how long it takes per how much money I need to make in that amount of time, and I'm going to convert that into how much that task needs to pay me per square foot. That's how I got my take-up prices, floor prep prices, all of that stuff. Hanging and pulling doors, never got paid for that in my life. That takes about 30 minutes of time, if not longer. If you go in and do a whole house of carpet, a new house of carpet, how long does it take to run around, number all the doors, pull them off the hinges, take them somewhere and sit them where you're not going to be installing carpet, and then when you get done, take all those doors back and hang them up again, pull the tape off the hinge where you numbered it and all that stuff. You know, you got 30 or 45 minutes wrapped up in pulling and hanging doors. I started charging, $5 a piece. If there's 10 doors, that's worth $50. Again, 30 minutes worth of time is what I'm figuring. So $50, I want to make $100 an hour, or I don't even want to go out there. That's it. I'm 31 years. I've been doing this a long time, and I want to start making some decent money again. Let me get with some of you guys here. We just started getting paid for putting down and charging tax strip. Yep, I absolutely agree. I just, on that price list, I started charging per linear foot for tax strip, take up, and put down. Absolutely agree. I need $50 per hour after expenses. Just me though. Yep. Well, see, that's pretty good. You know what you need. We need to let's start working toward it. Okay, if you're doing good work, let me see what I said here about the woven. I hot melt woven and wool, and it's a heck of a lot harder and longer to do it. You're exactly right. What was I saying there? Oh yeah. Then, okay, so let me get back to the conversation we had at the carpet store. He said, well, give me that price list as soon as you can. I was like, well, I got it with me. I wasn't wanting to have this conversation with you right now. Again, I was wanting to role play with my wife so I could feel more comfortable. Questions that he might ask me, I wanted to have answers for him, so I was wanting to role play. And again, my wife was going to play the store owner and try to justify that she don't need to pay me this much, and I was going to try to justify why I need to make this much and why it's justifiable, and justify why. So I was like, I wasn't wanting to I wouldn't want to have this conversation right now, but it's kind of already going. So I'll go get it, and we'll go ahead and look over it and go over it together and see if we have any objections, and ask any questions you want or anything like that. So I went and got it, and he looked over it, and he's sitting there. He's like, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. He asked me a question about the VCT. Uh, he asked me a question. Golly, I can't remember. 2 or 3 questions. Wasn't uh, nothing dramatic, but when it was all over, he said, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with all of it, and I appreciate you holding off till March 1st. I can eat my lunch now and go to sleep at night. he said, he told me, he said, I don't mind. I'm okay with paying you this because when I send you to a job, I don't have to worry about it. And if something does go south, you always go back and take care of it, okay? So, long time I've been preaching this, and I've got discouraged. You guys have seen me get discouraged and stuff like that, but long time I've been preaching quality. Good will always trump hack and bad. Always. You might get discouraged. Like I said, I did. You guys see me come on here, cry about the prices, and I'm getting sick of it, and blah, blah, blah. It just took me to getting super sick of it to put my foot down, just like Lucas said, to put my foot down and say, this is what I got to have, or I'm going to have to do something else, okay? So, again, he said he's okay with it, and because of that reason, because he don't have to worry about the jobs when he sends me out on them. You almost have to sell your own jobs and get what you're worth while you're doing work and get what you can. Yeah, if you, mine's $100, Kyle. $6. What's your minimum charge for the job? My minimum charge is $500 as of the 1st of March. If you guys are curious, now, again, I didn't just put all of this stuff on my own, okay? I'm aware of my own self enough to say, well, I might just be inside my own head and like getting super crazy because I am OCD and I want to do the best I can. I can't say that I'm legitimately OCD, but I cannot stand to do crappy work. I might be OCD, I don't know. But anyway, I might be going a little bit overboard because it is myself. So I actually sent my price list to, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 different people and got other opinions on it. How does this look? Am I missing anything? Am I too high? Am I too low? One person, now this is even after I've already had everything set. Okay, this is it. I had it all printed out, looking all professional and everything like that. 3 people told me I was too low. Too low or just about right. And one guy told me I was pretty good, but I was a little high on a few things, but he was going to get back with me. Well, he never did get back with me, but he was going to, we was going to talk and go over each individual thing and just kind of walk through it together, talking on the phone. But again, people gets busy. I understand that. I'm not bothered by it whatsoever. People have their own lives. But anyway, I'm very grateful for the people that did help me out with this. John Steyer, I tried to reach out to people that is on both sides of the fence, store owner and installer. That way they would have a perspective from both views, okay? John Steyer, Roland Thompson, there was another one. You know what? Oh, and a guy up in Canada too. So we got stores begging us to do work. Well, that's awesome. But anyway, I didn't decide the final set price and everything on my own. Like I said, I'm not trying to screw anybody over. I just want to get what's fair and make a decent living again. I've been selling my own jobs for almost 10 years now. There is no way I will work for a store around here. That's real good. Carpet installers are rare here in Florida. I'm in Grand Rapids, and we're begging for installers. Same here, Lucas. Wow. I know two good installers in Florida. One of them is down around Daytona. Not exactly sure where the other one is. But anyway, don't be scared, okay? There's so many people out there getting taken advantage of, or simply taking advantage of themselves because we get comfortable, okay? We don't like confrontation. We're all human. We get comfortable where we're at. Well, if it comes down to this, I may have to go hunt another job. I may have to start scrounging work for myself. Okay, well, same mindset I had. You can take a stand, put your foot down right now. This is how it's got to be. Or next year, you can be doing the exact same thing as you're doing right now. Working your butt off and not making enough money to enjoy life, okay? We only got one life. One life, that's it. Nothing is more precious or important than time. Absolutely nothing. These people that go out there and do Black Friday shopping are way skewed in their head, okay? Way skewed. They want to go out there and spend hours in line to save $25 on something, okay? Is your time, 2 hours of your time, not worth 25 bucks? What's the matter with you guys? There's nothing more precious in this life than time. Being with your family and having time. That's it. So value your time. $500 out there on a minimum. We install flooring, not curing cancer. You're right. We are installing flooring. And how much is how much are we desired? And well, let me think of the words. You're right. We're not curing cancer, but there are very few quality installers out there. Again, if you are one, you have the power to set your own rates, okay? You have the power. I apprenticed for 25 cents a yard for a year to get into the trade. At the end of the year, I was given a set of tools and a job right after. That was 1988. Wow, that's pretty, I mean, that's good. You've been in it a long time. That's awesome. $500 ain't out there, okay? If you're a professional, I know lots of guys, okay? Now, when I go out and do repair work, how much the customer factory warranty mean to them? Yeah, that's exactly right, Ross. When I'm going out there and I'm fixing somebody else's stuff, my minimum is actually double that. If I'm going out there and fixing a job for the store that somebody else messed up, my minimum for repair work on something like that is $1,000 a day with a minimum of a half a day pay. So if I go out there for 2 hours and fix somebody's something, it's $500. If I go out there and spend all day long fixing some seams or, stretching this back up where they cut it short or whatever, just fixing a job, it's $1,000 a day. Is that not worth it to the store owner? If you don't go out there and fix it, he pay you $1,000 a day. What's he going to do? Spend $15,000 to buy all new carpet and replace the entire job? You better believe it's worth $1,000 a day to have somebody go out there and fix it. Somebody that you know is going to fix it right, and it's going to be good when they're done, versus spend $15,000 and replace everything. Yes, it's absolutely worth $1,000 a day to that man, and you'd be foolish not to want to pay somebody $1,000 a day to fix that. Hour-long stretch, an example, always depends on what's involved. Yep, that's exactly right. And also, just like the gentleman brought up about factory or manufacturer's warranty and stuff like that, the guy at the store knows if anything happens on my job, he can call a rep in, he can call inspectors or whatever. Everything I do is by the book. It's going to pass inspection on every level. So if something does go south, he knows he's not going to have to eat the job. It's going to be covered no matter what. The peace of mind that you give to a person you're getting work from, for instance, the carpet store down here, the peace of mind that he gets from my work is what makes him okay with paying these prices. He said it himself. Okay, so if you are doing good work and you have made yourself an asset to the store that you're working from, you have that choice. Okay, you can set your prices. They can say no. They can only work you on certain jobs where them clients will pay that much, or you can go out and get your own. My estimates are $75 and taken off the bill if they go with me. There you go. I don't think anything that takes up time should be free. Running around to the job, you're figuring $200 a week in gas, easy. Okay, easy. You're gonna have to fill your van up, your truck up, whatever, twice. So you're looking at a couple $100. If you do a couple houses of carpet a week, that's another couple $100 right there. If you work somebody, you're giving them at least $500 a month. So you're looking at $1,000 right there, and that ain't even counting supplies. You're looking at $1,000 with gas, tax strip, and paying somebody. Okay, that's $1,000 every Friday. Boom, it's just gone. Okay, so that might put a little bit in perspective. You have to count all that stuff too. You absolutely have to count all that. If you are going out there and working and working and working, okay, profit. Let me explain profit real fast, okay? If I am working and let's say we go out and we install 100 yards of carpet now. I'm just only going to do the basics. We're going to say I'm charging $11 a yard now, so we're going to say $1,100 for 100 yards of carpet. If I'm out there the whole time and I pay Luke, which is, I give him $100, $125 a day, depending on how long the day is. That might be a little cheap. I don't know. He's only 19. He don't have any bills, so he's okay with it. I'm okay with it. He started when he was 16, so it was like $75 a day. But anyway, it's off topic there. Quantity every time. That's exactly what Southern boys set the clowns straight on our prices. That's it. Anyway, if I will say I pay Luke $300, say it takes 3 days to do that, so Luke gets $300. So there's $800 left. That $800 is not my profit, okay? It took $100 in tax strip for that. It took, we'll say $30 in gas, 3 days. That's a little cheap. Probably $50 in gas, and probably more than that, probably about $60 or $70 in gas. So we're looking at $270 right there. Seam tape, it's going to take a roll of Cool Glide tape. That's another $25 or better. I haven't even looked at the prices of that. Anyway, there's $300 off the top already, okay? This is just for 100-yard job. So we're looking at $300, 100 and, what did I say, 70, $200. So there's $500 right there that's already gone out of that $1,100. So that's only, I mean, that's not much, okay? That honestly is not that much. If working 3 days, and that only leaves me left with, what is that, 600 bucks, okay? So that's not much. Honestly, profit, that's not even the profit. What it would cost me to hire somebody, because you got to pay yourself too, okay? I'm not out there just for nothing, for free. So I'm paying myself as well. So what it would cost me to pay somebody to actually go out there and install that, we got Luke, 300 bucks. If it costs me to pay somebody $5 a yard, what is that? $5 a yard, and 100, what is that? That's 500 bucks. Is that right? 100 yards. Yeah, 500 bucks. So that's 500 bucks. Paying Luke 300 bucks. That's $800 right there. So without supplies or anything, another $100 in gas, and what did I say? Another $100 for tax trips. So that's 8, 9, 10. See, so that's technically only $100 profit. Okay, profit is not what you got left after paying your guy. That is not profit. Profit is the number that you have left over after you pay yourself, pay your guy, and pay to have the job done, okay? That's profit. You out there working and making money, that's not profit, that's paying yourself. Profit is what's left off after everything else is paid. So if you want to judge that, say, just like I did, how much would it cost me to pay somebody to go do that job? Then what's left, that's actually your profit. Get caught up on these. Dang, Luke made more than you. LOL. He actually has quite a bit. That's sad. It really is. There's been times this year and last year I would cash the check at the bank on Friday and give it to him. Yep. And you are exactly right. That's dang near 30% for him with little expense. Yep, you're exactly right. Would rather sit at home a day and be able to take the money job than being tied up giving someone a deal. Yep, that's exactly right. That's good for a helper. Okay, good. How much per yard on softback and base grade carpet? I'm getting $11 a yard on regular carpet, and softback or the plastic back shawl carpet is an extra 90 cents a yard. So $11.90 for softback, and the life proof or whatever life carpet from Shaw, I pay help $15 an hour and then bump it up to 25% after 6 months. There you go. All right, so can we get some more thumbs up on here, please? I work with my dad. He pays me 40%. 40% is good if you guys are doing a lot of work. That's real good. I've never paid anybody that much. The most I've ever paid anybody was 30%. If you W-2 100K, you're only actually making about 60 grand. You're right. If that much, honestly, if that much. What you charge for LVP click and laminate, it's like $2.50, I think, is what I've started at on that. We have been getting $1.15 is what he's paying right now. On my price list, I think it's $2.50. And I spend a lot of time on prep, especially on solid surface, because you have to, okay? Manufacturer's tolerance is a 1/16 of an inch over 6 feet, okay? So again, all my stuff is standard. Yeah. If there's a problem with the job, it's going to pass inspection, okay? So if you do the prep that it takes to get your job there, it takes time, okay? You guys probably see me out there sanding and mudding and getting the floor flat and all that mess. It takes a good day. It takes a good day of work to get that stuff right. So on a house, a whole house of LVP or LVT, whatever, hardwood, laminate, anything solid surface, it takes a long time to get that floor ready for that. I was getting paid 22 cents a square foot for prep, okay? 22 cents a square foot. That's nothing considering how much prep goes into that. $2.50. $2.50 a square foot for laminate, and there is a minimum charge. If I have a little bedroom of laminate, there's a minimum charge of $500 for a laminate install. Same thing for hardwood. Nail down hardwood 3/4 is $3.25. Let's see here. A vinyl plank you guys was asking about. Sheet vinyl is $1.25 a square foot. Luxury vinyl plank. Luxury vinyl plank glue down $2.25. Okay. Luxury vinyl plank click $2.25. My mistake on that. Luxury vinyl tile is the glue down is $2.50. Luxury vinyl tile click is $2.75. Okay, so I was 25 cents off on what I told you there. $2.25 is what I will be charging for click together vinyl plank. And again, if there is only a bathroom, you guys seen me here a while back, I was doing a bathroom over there for like $6 for take up, and golly, I think it was like $35 or something for the bathroom install. I've now got that taken care of. I have a vinyl minimum installation charge if other work is involved, $350. So if I'm doing a house of carpet and there's a bathroom that needs to be done, that bathroom is going to pay me $350 plus $125 for pulling and resetting the commode, plus how many ever sheets of underlayment I have to put down, because I am not installing any glue down vinyl or sheet vinyl or vinyl plank without underlayment down. I'm never doing that again. Where's it at? Underlayment price is, well, if I can find it. Well, might be over here on my, what in the world? I hope I didn't leave that out. I have worked on this like crazy, and I hope I didn't leave that out, because I've done it per sheet, square footage, but I put it by the sheet. Where in the world is that? Well, you know what? I may have left that out. I might have to add that. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and bore you guys looking at that. If you guys are interested in seeing this, you guys want to know, that way you can have an idea. Are you sealing the slab? No, I'm not. I don't do that. If there is sealer on it and I'm doing glue down plank or something like that, I will grind it and get it acceptable for the glue to take hold. I will do that, but I do not seal concrete. Oh goodness, I left that out. Can't believe that. Anyway, if you guys are interested and you guys want to work on your price list, just do what I said. And if you want, if you feel like that store needs you and you're doing the store a good service and you're going to be okay with that, then you're exactly right. Lucas, that's why installers start doing quantity over quality, because they don't pay enough. You're exactly right. There are people that work at the store right now. I was talking to the other day. He was talking to me about a job that needed some prep. He's like, there ain't enough money figured into this job for me to do the work that needs to be done to get this like it needs to be done. So it's going to have to be. You know what I'm saying? Stores will realize one of these days that if you pay your guys better, you're going to get better work. I take the extra 2 minutes and do a moisture check on all slabs that are getting anything outside of carpet. That's smart. That's really smart. I'm actually going to do videos on moisture test and stuff like that here really soon. So I have a minimum rate charge on everything now. And my floor prep, I was talking about that a while ago. All solid surface installs will have a prep charges $100 for the first 200 square feet, then $100 for every 300 square feet thereafter. That way, if we're going in and we're doing a 500 square feet or 1,000 square feet or something like that, I'm making some money, $300-400 for getting prepped like it needs to be done. So if you guys want to, I've been on here for a while, I'm gonna have to hurry up. Especially in Florida, we got bad moisture. Man, I bet if you install a floor and it fails due to moisture, it's automatically the installer's fault. You're exactly right. And I don't know if many people know it. Moisture is the number one factor in flooring fails all over. It's not just Florida, it's all over. Moisture is the number one issue of flooring failing nationwide. Anyway, you guys feel free to message me on Facebook, text me, email me, or something like that if you want to compare or something like that, and you're starting to. Are the kids in there?
Yeah, Kimberly used to.
Oh, I thought she went to work.
I thought she had to work too, but apparently not.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna go some get a seat.
Okay. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Ain't seen Treva in a while.
Yeah.
All right. Love you, hon. I'm fixing to get off here too. Anyway, I've been on here for about an hour now. Love you. I'll see you in a little bit. That's why they came up with waterproof blanket. Yep, got a real good video run. Thank you. Anyway, if anybody wants to start doing this, get your ducks in a row. Start taking notes. Don't just automatically come up with a price list and say, okay, well, this is what I want, and go on for it. You're welcome, Brown. T.Y. Brown. Do your work, okay? Again, it took me 6 months or longer. I don't know exactly how long, but it definitely took a while. Good night, Jacob. It definitely took me a while to get this all together. Do your homework. Get your numbers together. Have that conversation, a pre-conversation with your wife if you need to. That's what I was going to do. There ain't no shame in it. Again, we're all human, and it's not a comfortable situation. So role play it out, okay? Ain't no it ain't no shame for role playing. It helps you feel comfortable, okay? So by all means do that. And if you are curious and want to compare notes or anything like that to see what you're doing and seeing if it has if you're way out of the park or too low or too high or anything, I reached out, okay? There ain't no shame in reaching out and getting some advice. So I'm here to help you guys all I can. If you guys want to ask questions or even see what I've got going on for prices or anything like that, okay, feel free to reach out, Facebook Messenger, text me, call me. Most of the time I don't answer my phone, so leave a message or text me is probably going to be your best bet, or email. I always check my emails and my text messages. My email is floorsbysouthernboys@gmail.com. That's pretty simple to remember. So anyway, I hope this was beneficial, and I hope you guys will stand up and start getting what you deserve. This is a hard job, and again, very, very few professional installers out there. Most people are wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of guys. So if you are that 1% that's out there striving and trying to do your best and everything like that, don't be scared to ask for a raise, okay? It's not just you, it's your family, your wife, your family, everybody that counts on you as a provider. It's not just you, okay? You're robbing your wife, you're robbing your family of a good life that they could be having, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. Until tomorrow, FBSB's out.